can't believe Arges is actually weighing in more than Low. I always thought Low was heavier.
He's a little taller, huh?
Yeah.
There we go. I'm excited for this. What were you gonna say about that last match?
All right. First off, congrats to Vinny. Second, that was hilarious. It's gonna have the whole world laughing at that one because that's such a big thing, and it's such like a slap in those guys' faces too. Because Vinny is an exception in that regard. Like in regards that he has that blessing where joint locks will not work on him. So yeah, I can say that. Oh, funny though. All right, both competitors are exchanging grips. Leandro Low in black, Gabriel Arges in white. And let's see if that minute mark. I think Gabriel Arges will be pulling guard. And we're going to see that battle you were describing earlier there, Josh.
Yeah.
That Leandro is such a dominant passer while Arges has a great guard. Last time I saw them compete was Pan Am 2016, I remember. They might have competed after that, I can't recall. But Gabriel was winning.
Yeah.
Arges was winning, and then Leandro with the double underpass passed at the very end. Oh, Leandro pull.
Low with the pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I said that Leandro's like the best guard passer or one of the best guard passers in jiu-jitsu, that's not to discount his guard. His guard is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Also, he is by no means just a top player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I knew they were both going to get penalties because they went that whole first minute without even attempting a takedown. I think that's it. If you don't even attempt a takedown in that first minute, you're going to get a penalty.
Nice transition there by Low. 2 points, almost at the back. And now Arges is in his comfort zone.
Feeding the lapel over the back. I like it. I'm a big fan of the lapel across the back. Setting up a Bravo grip, maybe. You see in that situation, Gabriel just accepted that sweep. He could have fought it, and it would have turned into maybe a bit of a wrestling match, a single leg. But then you're going to expose the back, right? Like you said, Low could have gone to his back had he tried to defend the sweep. But I think he accepted it, and now he's in his comfort zone. Yeah,
Leandro's got to be careful here because Gabriel's very dangerous from the bottom.
Very dangerous.
You can see him working that closed guard game. I think what's going through Arges' head is that he doesn't want to let Leandro loose.
Yeah,
Leandro is known for being a Tasmanian devil when he's on top. He's very aggressive. He's relentless about his passing. Arges, however good his guard may be, he cannot get his guard passed if it's closed.
I think that's why also he fed the lapel over the back. Is a great
try
way
to keep that position. Yep. Beautiful armbar by Arges. If you can get that leg over the head,
that's close.
This could be really bad for Leandro. And Leandro could be in trouble here. He got his arm out.
Wow.
He was in there for a split second.
Yeah.
Beautiful recovery by Leandro Low. So it's looking to me, Josh, that this was the game plan coming in. Right? I mean, clearly not that getting swept there by Leandro, but
the guard,
close guard, yes.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's the best guard you can play against Leandro, I think.
Is just keep him busy. Yeah,
keep him down on his knees, keep his posture broken. For a while there, he had the overhook with the lapel grip. That's a great way to keep the posture down.
Yeah, open guard does not seem like the kind of guard you want to play with a guy like Leandro. He's just too dynamic, too aggressive.
Why abandon close guard just for an open guard? Like, make him open it, and then you can play
him work.
Yeah, make him earn it.
Oh, look at what Arges is doing. I wonder.
Again, another great way to keep the posture down, right?
Wow. Yeah, see, Leandro is starting to open now, but like he's still. Gabriel seems pretty comfortable wrapping him. See, like there we go. This is not good for Leandro if he plans on moving.
But Leandro, he has that amazing talent of floating on people's guards,
Yeah, he keeps his balance in the air. It's very unusual.
Keeps a hand on the mat, 1 foot back, sprawled out, really wide base. Would you like to translate some of the corner action?
I have to. I can hear them screaming. I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, he's telling me the time. He's got 30 seconds left. And Leandro's just taking his time now. He knows that. Yeah. Gabriel should have maybe a little more. He needs to loosen it up and open up that game a little bit if you plan on winning this round. But again, that's a scary thing to do against Leandro. But he's been losing this round. Like, the strategy he's playing, I feel like, would have been ideal had he been winning. But because he's behind, like, it was guard, like, you know, he's gonna. How do you beat Leandro? That's what I'm getting at, man. Like, I'm hoping you're gonna give me like some brilliant idea here.
Tell us all how to beat Leandro.
You know, it's funny when the Meow brothers go, like, me and brother have like these long discussions about how to beat the Meow, and like we're always like, what if he did this? He's gonna do that. What if he does that? He's gonna do that. And it's just they're very difficult to get around. Like, they're very, you know, they have a very tight game. Not many openings.
See, that's the thing. I also
Nice
think
single by
Leandro has some good takedowns too. I was expecting this.
Oh, out of bounds. He's got the 2. So another takedown there by Leandro. Yeah, Leandro, very steady top game.
He's just a well-rounded grappler. You know, he's got takedowns. He's got a great guard, and he's got the best passing.
See, this is the thing. When you got all 3 of those areas covered, you're strategically very difficult to beat.
Yeah.
Because you have to be beaten in one of those 3. There's no way out of it, right? And guys like Leandro, I think he's got the stand-up advantage over Gabriel. And
for sure.
Gabriel's best asset, as you mentioned, is his open guard. But I think they're evenly matched. Guys like Leandro, like, it's going to be close. You know, and it's very hard to sweep. All right, just under 4 minutes left here. Leandro up by 2 points. He also won the first round.
Gabriel is actually the current world champion, middleweight, IBJJF world champion.
Yep.
And Leandro is the, what did he do last year? Heavy?
I think heavy or I think it was heavyweight.
It was
heavy. Yeah, he's been going up. Like every year he goes up a weight class.
Oh, he lost to Marigali.
That's right.
Marigali is heavyweight champion.
Right. That was unexpected too. I don't think that. I mean, a lot of people saw that coming.
Yeah, Marigali won Worlds and then disappeared. No one's seen him since.
That's true. I haven't seen him since. You're right. Leandro, well, he steps out of that single X every time so well. But Arges,
he's got a good position here.
Transition underneath him.
Single leg X.
If he can get there, can load him up. But like, Low is just so comfortable on top there. You can see he's so relaxed.
It's a good position for Gabriel, but, you know, Low.
3 minutes left. This is the second round. Remember, this is a 5-round fight.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is 2 out of 5. So you can see Leandro's corner telling him to watch out for that left leg. You want to keep that left leg away, the one that Leandro is holding with his right arm.
Yeah.
So you stop Gabriel from getting both legs out underneath him. Because if he gets that leg on the inside, he might be able to kick him off. Yeah, Leandro, he looks very comfortable. Arges just seems a little frustrated, like unable to quite find his guard game underneath the Leandro there. He's got 2 minutes to pull off a sweep, and that's just to break even because he lost a
tie up the round.
Tie up the round, yeah.
So I'm checking out Low's record on BJJ Heroes right now. 236 wins
and
28 losses.
That's awesome. That's a lot of wins.
That's a lot of wins. And out of those 236, only 51 of them are submissions.
Only 51?
51 out of 236.
See if Gabriel can transition to Yeah, he's like having a really hard time finding himself. Leandro's just like shutting him off every second.
It's at the 50-50.
Yeah, see if he can pull anything there. I think Leandro's pretty comfortable in that position as well. He's just a well-rounded guy. Yeah, it's just hard to beat. Minute left.
But Gabriel's got a wicked knee bar from 50-50.
Yes, he does. You're right.
Does.
Like he pulled that off. ACB
The finals.
2, I believe he did it to Otavio.
Yeah, it was 3, I think.
Was that 3 or
The
2?
first, the one they had here in California.
That was 2. I think it was 2.
You're right.
I think. And 35 seconds. If Gabriel loses this round, that means he needs to win 10-8 or a 7-point advantage over Leandro, which is going to be
Tough.
very difficult, or submitting Leandro, which is even harder.
Well, Leandro has only had 8 submission losses in his the past 7 years.
So we were talking about the Sure Dog thing. They actually have it there. There we go. Go, gonna go back?
Yeah, they have
Okay.
all the lists here.
Is that all the how far back do they go?
It's since 2011.
100 pulls, and that might change things dramatically, but Leandro's such a dominant guard player as well.
The thing about close guard is if you get a sweep, a lot of the times you end up in mount, right? A lot of close guard sweeps can end up in
you
mount.
can score a lot of points
Get
there.
From 6 points. I'm a big fan of the close guard. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting old.
I used to play close guard a lot as a white belt, blue, but I just went back to it recently, maybe 6 months to a year ago. I love it.
That's because we're the same age, Rob.
That might be it, man. Oh, another takedown. But see, Leandro has started winning every round so far. And
See, I had a question about this. See, he gets 2 more points, you know, because Gabriel stood up, and then he pulled again within the first minute. They gave him 2 more points.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
sure.
50-50 on that one.
I'm not sure that Gabriel understood that rule to act.
No, I don't think he
like
understood. But you have to the question the fairness of that. Like he was only standing for what, a second, 2. But regardless,
Yeah, that's a tough.
4 minutes to go. Leandro is up by 4 points now.
That's a tough thing to come back from.
I love it how Leandro neutralizes that De La Riva with that pocket grip on Gabriel's pants. He does that a lot. Like if you watch guys and they try to play De La Riva with him, that's how he shuts him off. He keeps that right hand on the pant the whole time.
Right on the hip.
And he's like constantly pushing him down. He uses his palm. Like I like to use the knuckles there a lot, but the idea is to beat that De La Riva hook. And he does it. Look at that. Nice pass by Leandro.
Gabriel's not going to accept it, though. Look at that. Look at that. Well done, Gabriel.
Good recovery.
Well done.
Maybe a little too precipitated on that mount. Maybe should have insisted on side control a little bit more. Remember, if Leandro passes, this is a 7-0 round. It makes it a 10-9.
10-8.
10-8, I'm sorry, and making it even harder for Gabriel to keep up. This could be, Gabriel might be dependent on a submission to win this fight.
As a black belt, Gabriel has 64 wins, 8 losses.
It's impressive.
Of
Considering how
It is new.
new of a
Yeah,
black belt
only
he is.
2 years, I think. 2 years, a little more than 2 years. And of those 64 wins, 27 of them are submissions. Most of them, 9 of them, being choked from the back.
Sorry about the mic, guys. If I can hear you guys will probably hear it louder, but they're very sensitive. All 3 rounds have been pretty much a repeat here, Josh. Leandro getting top position, right, scoring those early 2 points, and then Gabriel just trying to sweep, and Leandro just taking his time. I'm sure he'll pass if the opportunity presents itself, but Gabriel's got a very good guard. He's just been unable to get Leandro a little off balance.
I would like to address some of the questions on the YouTube chat. Unfortunately, they're all in Portuguese.
I'm looking at them right now. You're right. It's like every single Brazil. Yeah, it's funny. Like every now and then you get something in English, but it's pretty much exclusively Português. Vou começar a falar português aqui, já que o público ouvindo é tudo brasileiro. As perguntas são todas em português aqui no YouTube.
No fala português. I know how to say fala galera. Josh Hinger aqui com meu amigo.
There we go.
Robert Drysdale.
Yeah. Robert Drisdale. That's how they say it. Robert
Drisdale.
Gabriel with the lasso there, trying to, he's just, Leandro Lo's got such incredible balance there. He doesn't even look worried. He got to takedown early in the round, and then scored another takedown because Gabriel stood back up. Maybe trying to prevent the points, and Leandro Lo the ref just gave him a penalty. So 30 seconds. Let's see if Gabriel can pull off a takedown. Current champion Gabriel Arges. Look at that expression we were talking about. Like Leandro Lo's exhausted. It doesn't mean anything, guys. If you just tuned in and you're wondering if Leandro Lo is exhausted now, he just looks it.
It's a psychological game.
No, it's exactly. It's psyops here. Like this guy is just playing games with all of us. He'll pull something crazy off any second now.
But he's not out of the game. I hear some people yelling that Leandro's tired. He just doesn't know.
Yeah, they're not aware. They're not tuned into his 2 points. He did exactly what you were telling him to do, Josh.
Yeah,
just might as well. But he pulled an open guard though. I was expecting him to go close.
Points don't matter anymore to Gabriel. Yeah. He needs to go all in. I think he needs to go all in, try to take the back and finish the back choke.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabriel transitioned that single X there. Now to an X guard. Like, you can remember, if he actually pulls that sweep off, he's got to drag Leandro to the center because they're right at the edge of the mats, and they're not going to award him those points.
No.
So that's something that a lot of people forget when they're going for sweeps or takedowns, like where you are in relation to the mats.
Yeah. And without a doubt, Leandro's going to hop straight out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even blame him. Like, you're right there, you know. So, you know, as soon as Gabriel kicks, they're going to be at the very edge of the mats. He has to make sure he just drags them back to the center or at least circles. You see Leandro shuts him off with that right hand on Gabriel's left leg. It stops Gabriel from getting underneath him. That's what he's doing. Of going like 180, right?
Yeah. And Gabriel loves to invert under people.
Yeah.
It's Kiss of the Dragon's one of his primary moves.
Nice pass by Leandro.
Can't accept this. Nope.
He's got to drag him to the center. You can see Gabriel's kind of walking out. All right. Okay, so this is where it gets. There's a lot of gray area there. Josh, what was your call on that?
Stand him up, back in the
Stand
center.
him up, but you saw Gabriel was pushing out. You can look at their feet. You know, you want to find out what's going on, guys. Don't look at the upper body. Look at the legs, and you can see who's trying to get inbound and who's trying to go out.
Yeah. And
in some situations, maybe not this one, that could have been 2 points for Leandro Lo. Like if I've refed before, and like I'm very strict on this stuff. If I try to play tricks on, you know, on me, like I immediately scoring 2 points to the other guy. 2 penalties for Leandro, 1 for Gabriel.
You know, when I was talking about the guy in the back who's yelling, Leandro's tired, it's Chuck Liddell.
Is it really? That's funny. That is Chuck Liddell. That is hilarious. He's tired.
Shout out to the legend, Chuck Liddell.
The true legend, Chuck Liddell. The thing what Chuck doesn't know is that Leandro is
pretending to be tired.
Guys, by the way, that really is Chuck Liddell. Like, we're not making this stuff. That's really Chuck Liddell right behind us, coaching Gabriel Arges. And Josh is trying to get him in that picture. There we go. Yeah, Gabriel, he's got 2 minutes to. He needs a submission, Josh, at this point.
And he's got great submissions, you know?
Yeah, I think that you mentioned something. I forgot about that. He's got a killer knee bar from
Killer knee
50-50.
bar.
I'm sure Leandro is more than aware of it, but like maybe you should be fishing for that 50-50 at this point.
Or maybe looking at a toe hold or some kind of footlock that he can use to get on top.
Yeah, see, Leandro is really. That's what you almost passed the last time.
There it
see,
is.
There it is. Now,
That's his.
this is his best shot at pulling something off with 1:35 left.
Well, Gabriel's very good. He's making 50-50, using it to sweep, get on top, and then spinning right into that
To a knee bar. Yes. We've seen him do it before. The question is, can he do it now to Leandro Lowe? Yeah, he's going for it.
I don't see Leandro tapping unless it's like popping, cracking, breaking in half.
And then there's solid balance there. He stays heavy on his left to prevent the sweep. And like you mentioned, like going from that sweep straight into the knee bar, which is something he does very well. It's win for the round, and this is round 4. Moving towards the 5th round of this fight. Gabriel back into that 50-50. And almost with the splits there. You can see Leandro staring at the clock.
He's a clock watcher.
Yeah.
No secret there. And then here he's looking at the photographer.
And this will be the end of round 4. Yeah, Gabriel, I can feel his frustration. Like
I'm frustrated for him.
I'm frustrated for him because title tonight to Leandro Lowe. But again, there's no shame in losing Leandro Lowe, man. He's got to be up there, right? We mentioned Felipe Pena as the top 3. Maybe Leandro Lowe will be there as well.
For sure, top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3, one of the best grapplers today.
Not only that, I think it's fair to say Leandro Lowe belongs in the Hall of Fame of one of the best grapplers ever.
Yeah, 100%.
Even though he always looks tired. 2 penalties for Leandro, 1 for Gabriel Arges. This is the final round of this title fight.
Well, if Leandro pulls off this victory, he would become the champion, and then Homolo could potentially challenge him.
That is true.
Right? Because I don't think
trying to regain that.
If Gabriel retained his title, then Homolo would not challenge his own student, I don't think.
Homolo camp has got to be one of the most dominant camps in the world. There's probably like maybe 5-10 camps in the world that are very, very dominant. Homolo's gym is definitely one of them.
I agree, 100%.
Have you competed against Arges, you said, right?
Yeah, in the Grand Prix last year.
How did it go?
He won the first round by 2 points, maybe 5 points. In the second, third round were a draw.
Yeah, he's a tough competitor, man.
It was tough, man. He's tough.
I think when Gabriel looks back at this match, he's going to be looking at the takedowns he got scored. Oh, wow.
See how he's wiggling? He's not going to accept it. He's wiggling. Yeah. He's wiggling. He's wiggling.
No points yet. Like now points.
Because he stopped wiggling.
Because he stopped. You're right. Like this is why I always tell people you can't. As long as you're fighting, the referee's not going to score the points. You have to use that to your advantage. So.
Yeah. But in your own mind, you have to do a cost-benefit analysis. How much should I wiggle before I become completely exhausted? And
well, it depends on what the score is. For Gabriel, at this point, the pass doesn't mean that much.
Yeah.
You know, he's just out of his options are limited, Josh.
Yeah.
He's got 3 minutes now.
But one thing I love about jiu-jitsu competitions is that anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled something off.
Because, like, desperate men are dangerous men.
I always tell this to my students. I go, the last minute is the most important minute of the fight because that's when your opponent is going to jump that flying triangle, Jump that. He's going to go for that full lock that he normally wouldn't go for. He's going to jump that keep. He's going to do something crazy.
Yep.
And you're right. Desperate opponent is a very dangerous one.
Let's see if Gabriel can slip that right knee under his leg. Right.
With the back.
Get the back. There it is. Look, almost. It's got 2 minutes.
2 minutes to transition to that.
Dang it.
Like, Gabriel's got, I think his closest he's gotten to submission was the close guard.
The first round.
And, yes, and that 50-50 would have been a good option as well. But Leandro was defending it so well. Let's see if Arges can pull off a Najimi here at some point and jump that triangle or something. Approaching the end of this fight. Next one will be Marcos Buchecha and João Gabriel Rocha for the heavyweight title.
Chuck said, if he keeps backing up, push him off.
It's great advice. It's sound advice.
Push him off the stage.
All right. That was half right. Minute 20, you can hear Leandro's corner. He has Ponza and Bernardo in his corner. Telling him the time left. Leandro's got to be patient. You know, he doesn't have to do anything beyond what he's already done. He's won every single round.
And even he's got a third penalty, which means he lost a point, but he's won every single round, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Okay, so Gabriel might have his last chance at winning here. Doesn't look like it. Leandro's going to step out of there any second now. Yeah. Leandro's patiently waiting for the end of this fight. I'll give it to Gabriel. He's not quitting, man. He has fought every single second of every round. He's been active, trying something. He's just Leandro's just hasn't given him a chance, man. He's never really been able to impose his game.
A lot of respect to Gabriel, man. He's a very talented guy.
He's got, he's up against a legend, man. It's not an easy fight for anyone.
Yeah.
He just got frustrated.
And you, ACBJJ middleweight champion of the world, Leandro Lopez.